as the number one contender
Ugh, I
for
hope not.
the. Yeah, I hope not too, but at this point in time, it's the field's really thin.
That's true, and they keep holding Cesaro down. I mean, he lost again this week to Ziggler, and I could see. I want to add too that Ambrose might say also, if you do beat me, I won't interfere from you trying to cash in anymore. I could see him kind of giving that like it's not just like I'm winning something here. You also have an opportunity to win something here, and that's if you beat me, I can't interfere in your attempts at cashing in. If you beat me, I get your briefcase.
Yeah. Now, you were mentioning before we were texting a little bit back and forth, and you had said that there's the potential to combine the USA title and the Intercontinental
Correct.
title. Now, we haven't seen Sheamus for a couple weeks. Now, I am not complaining.
Nobody is.
I
Nobody
mean, I
is.
was shocked. I was shocked, and I don't know if it was a plant, but a couple weeks ago when Brie Bella was in the front row or came down and had her altercation with Stephanie McMahon, I couldn't believe that there was somebody that actually had a Sheamus shirt on,
Was it the
and
fella
I was
shirt?
like,
Huh,
yeah,
that's fun.
and I'm like, oh
I think it
come
was a
on,
joke.
like get
I
that
think he
off.
wore it as a joke.
I hope so.
It's the only way.
It's sarcastic. He lost a bet. There has to be some sort of reason. But I, I'm happy that they've kind of. I don't know if they've sent him on vacation, if they've taken him out of the rotation for Monday night, but for me, a night without Sheamus is a good night. And unfortunately, again, I don't know the business as well as you do. I'm not as adept or have that sort of veteran viewership status with it. But is there some sort of progression that can happen with those titles, those lower titles, that can lead up to the WWE Championship? Meaning, if you have a good run as the ice as an Intercontinental Title champion, do you at some point make that step to the next level and become a contender for heavyweight?
I mean, there's no real written rule or law where they say, if you had it for so long that you get a title shot or anything. But um, it always used to be a kind of a stepping stone title, and you would see guys who held that title would eventually become, you know, if not a world heavyweight title holder, um, a legend, a Hall of Famer, which in for some reason in WWE you can have never won the title and yet be in the Hall of Fame. But like but it also used to mean like the IC title, the US title came from WCW. That's how they got that. The IC title is originally a WWF title, and it used to
Oh,
hold a lot more importance. It used to be, I mean, Bret Hart held it, Ultimate Warrior held it, Shawn Michaels held it, Razor Ramon held it. I mean, they all held it before becoming the heavyweight champion eventually. Ultimate Warrior was actually the first to hold both at the same time when he beat Hogan at WrestleMania 6. Uh, and you would think that, like, okay, you know, like The Miz, he's held the Intercontinental title now. Eventually, he's going to get the heavyweight title or a shot at it. And it's not kind of the way they do it anymore. Um, in fact, The Miz used to be the heavyweight. He's a former heavyweight champion, and he's kind of uh, I don't want to say demoted, but I mean, like he's not at that status. He's not a main eventer anymore. He's definitely mid card
mhm.
status, and that's what the titles become. And I think they're trying to make it more important again, like it used to be. But I think they have to kind of do a lot of damage control with it because they've kind of diminished the importance of it for so long that it's going to take some work for people to really care about it again. And having it around Miz's waist, I don't think
Oh,
helps.
ooh.
Just like the U.S. title being
Yeah.
around Sheamus's waist does not help.
Oh, that is such a waste. That that to me has so little meaning. I can't recall who had it. Oh no, it was Dean Ambrose who had it uh, before Sheamus, and they had to vacate that. And I was disappointed in that decision. But okay, and to see him just get this sort of red carpet treatment, Sheamus that is, and for no particular reason either, as far as I'm concerned, because I just am not seeing it. But wanted to interject here with some breaking news from MLB trade rumors in that the Cubs have been awarded the claim on Cole
Oh
Hamels.
no.
I'm waiting for other sources to confirm via Twitter, but right now it's looking like yes, you do have. The Cubs have been awarded the claim on Cole Hamels. Let's see. Uh, there's conflicting reports right now from the Sun Times stating that it's not going to happen, um, and the fact that the 40-man roster is already full. Um, there's a few hour. Is this just delayed? Jeez. Okay. They're stating that this could end up being a trade for one of the prospects, specifically Addison Russell, which would be. I, I really don't think that would be wise for the Cubs to do that, just because of what his prospective talent is. So we're see. I can officially confirm that he is a member of the Chicago Cubs. Excuse me, I cannot confirm that. So we will see what happens via that trade or the potential for that claim being
Hmm.
awarded. But at this point in time, it's just the fact that the Cubs are confirmed officially to have had that claim for Cole Hamels.
Okay.
So sorry
How
for
much?
the
How much
runaround there.
does he have left in the tank? I mean,
Let me check.
I mean, that's what I mean. Like, do you think he's going?
3 years.
Because that's what you need. You need him for at least 3 years.
3 years. The guy's been healthy. He's not his saving grace right now is the fact that he's not pitching for Dusty Baker or the Cincinnati Reds. Um, I don't see Renteria running his team his pitchers into the ground.
Well, who the
So
hell would he pitch in the ground? No one could.
that's true. Well, I mean, Arrieta's done well, but yeah, and he hasn't gone extreme distances unless there's been some sort of historical
Which
marker
he's
on
done it like 4 times this year.
that. Right. So sorry for that little whoopsie change up as far as breaking news is concerned. But um, getting back to WWE, when the title belt was up when the ICB belt was up, do
You
you
said
think it would be
ICB
in
belt.
better or sorry, ICB? Yeah, that's oh gosh.
Eh,
Well, I guess that
you
would
learned
be
that at.
qualifying as a different. It's yes, ICV. No, the Intercontinental Belt. Would that be in better hands if Bo Dallas had won, or even shoot, what's his name? Ziggler had won.
Yeah, I think the IC title uh, around Ziggler's waist right now would be more appealing. I definitely do. But, you know, I believe that is a match at SummerSlam, right? Isn't Ziggler versus Miz for the IC title?
Yeah, I think
So
I think
if
they
yeah,
did
if
do
they
that.
haven't made that match, it's apparent that they're gonna. Um,
Yeah.
so hopefully they do put it around his waist. I could see that happening and um, make it, it make it important again, make people care again. And that's how you make it important is
Yeah.
make people care, and people care about Ziggler. Um, and I think that'd be smart by the WWE.
Yeah, I agree. Now you said you told me in text message Monday night that you're full on believing.
I believe I did say that. They gave him a little bit of a longer match this week, and his in-ring ability was decent, and he is the full-fledged aggressive heel now. Too often heels kind of go the whole backing off thing, and then I'm just going to try to cheat when you're not looking to win. He's kind of going, no, I'm going to come at you aggressively, um, and I'll beat you up after the match to prove that I am the heel. And it's just, I'm not saying he's my top five, but um, I think he's worth it now. I definitely like him better than Adam Rose, who's just brutal right now. They need to stop what they're doing with him, and they need to take him back to NXT and with a new character and forget this whole thing ever happened because it's bad.
I fast forwarded through the his little bit. What was he doing with Amir?
Um, I forgot where Raw was at, but was it
Austin.
Austin? Okay, I guess there's some
Yeah.
uh legend or something about a evil mirror in Texas
Okay.
or something, where if you look in it, you'll see your evil self.
Is this
I,
a promo for their film Oculus?
you know what?
Because it was really you get it now on DVD. I'll expect a check in the mail,
Right?
corporation.
So, yeah, I mean, it was just really bad. And so, yeah, he looked in the mirror and he saw a guy in a suit, and that was his evil self. And so then he's
Oh,
like, "Oh my God, that guy in the mirror was a lemon. This really is a evil." It was just bad, bad.
uh, well, I'm with you. I hope they do kind of just turn it off, just shut it down, shut the party bus down, take it back to NXT, and
Start over.
fix
Start
everything,
over. Yeah.
fix it. Let's see. I'm trying to think. What did you think of it was a? Oh no, maybe I was thinking of the. Oh, I was actually thinking earlier between the match between Ambrose and Alberto Del Rio uh, of Roman Reigns' match against Kane,
Mm.
and that was a last man standing match. Got to be if you're not on your feet within a 10 count, you're out. What did you think of that match?
I thought it was dull. I actually fast forwarded through half of it because it was boring me, and I didn't think it was going to be exciting. I was like, Reigns versus Kane. This is not something I want to watch. And um, I watched the beginning, and I'm like, yeah, this is boring. So I fast forward some of it. Then I watched maybe the last 5 minutes of the match. Um, Reigns wins. Did you see Reigns got a pretty big gash? He
Yeah, I
ended up getting
did.
like 6 stitches or something like that.
Ooh,
So,
not the first time he's done that. He's had that happen
right.
either. Especially at least since I've been watching. So recently he's had quite a bit of sewing on him. But if, I guess I haven't seen a last man standing match in my brief time, so that was kind of fun to see. But otherwise, I, it's just I don't know what the deal is. Is it just that Kane is tired?
Well,
Is
and then you saw that he
is
gave up his
is this
mask,
tired?
right?
Oh, he
Yeah,
did.
in one
I
of the
missed that.
backstage things later on, I guess because he's embarrassed that he lost or something. He gave his mask up to Stephanie and Hunter. So I don't know what that means if Kane's gonna be gone for a while, or if he's coming back to corporate Kane, or what's going on. But yeah, I don't. Whatever.
Yeah, it to me it's played out. It's tired. I mean, when your career is spanning decades like his has. Okay.
And to be honest, for a big man, he's still like the most mobile big man I've ever seen. Still has really good
Yes.
in-ring ability, but they've screwed up his character so bad that nobody cares anymore because it's just he's not believable anymore. Like they screwed up
Yeah.
his character for the last